The Hesperus was wrecked on the reef at Norman's Woe 170 years ago in a poem. Many divers haunt the Hesperus shipwreck site, to the annoyance of old sea dogs, scuttlers, and other mutineers. Norman's Woe is a coastal hazard just outside Gloucester Harbor. If it's a dark and foggy day, and you don't know that it's there, you'll hit it. Cape Ann offers the finest scuba diving north of Cape Hatteras. This is due primarily to the fact that the Cape, a granite remnants of the ice ages, juts out into the Gulf of Maine's clear waters. The seafloor around the reef is flat and sandy. The rock rising from the ocean bottom is covered with marine growth which attracts animal life. Skates are closely related to sharks, having bodies of cartilage rather than bone. Their topsides are remarkably decorated, and they lie quite hidden until they move. When they move, it's a hydrodynamic thing of wonder, skirting the bottom, gliding over it, disappearing to the limit of visibility. The torpedo ray's eyes are on the top of its body, and this hinders somewhat its ability to see. Look how malevolent this one appears. The torpedo ray can stun its prey and any attackers with an electric shock, ranging from a few volts to over 200 volts. Torpedo rays have rounded pectoral fins and a cumbersome-looking great tail. A pair of kidney-shaped electric organs are located, one each, in the base of the pectoral fins. They form great lumps on the top of the ray. The organs are used to electrocute prey, and for defense. An average-sized torpedo ray can deliver a charge of 30 amps at 200 volts. Treating them with caution makes perfect sense. Staying away from them makes even more sense. Look at the size of this guy. The animal's body is flabby. When it swims, it looks labored in the process. It stuns prey of selected size and swallows it whole. Hermit crabs spend a large part of their time eyeballing moon snail shells to steal. Hermit crabs have curved abdomens, that's their bellies, that coil far into empty moon snail shells. Hermit crabs carry or drag the shell house around as they search for food, other hermits, and bigger shells. With little concern for Chris or her camera, this guy was all over this apparently empty shell. It didn't look big enough to move into. It looked used and worn. Not being experts on hermits, we really couldn't see the attraction. Chris decided he was either pestering a lady hermit or had left something behind after a recent move. For all the effort applied to this empty casing, he eventually gave up and ambled off. When all was said and done, and he'd scampered off into the moving brush and seaweed, lo and behold, there was a hermit crab in residence all along. Around here, hermits grow to be in the palm of your hand size. In the tropics, they can get to be shoebox size. They can deliver a noticeable pinch. This Atlantic rock crab spent a long time scratching his back. He was almost aware of Chris, but more intent on scratching. This went on for about half an hour. These crabs occur on the eastern coast of North America, from Labrador to the Carolinas, from above the low water line to over 2,000 feet below the surface. The crab's body can get to be over 5 inches wide. Atlantic rock crabs live intermingled with Jonah crabs and are readily mistaken for them. The Atlantic rock crab is dink-toed, often called peaky-toed. Its large claws are curved inward. The northern puffer grows to about a foot in length. Puffers are found in bays and inlets from Florida to Newfoundland, down to depths of 100 feet. Little stars live all over the world. They are closely related to starfish. There are 1,500 species, most living in open water and never encountering humans at all. The fossil records show that they have been around for 500 million years. They hide under rocks and coral. Using their flexible arms for locomotion, they wriggle, slink, and slither across the sea floor. The ends of their arms contain light, sensitive tube feet. This one has his feet elevated, getting a lay of the land, as it were. It is not uncommon to find legions of hermit crabs gathered in one place, going through the endless ritual of waiting for a larger crab to evacuate a shell it has outgrown. When it happens, there's a land rush as lucky hermits move up like the Rockettes, leaving a shell for the next guy coming up. It's a madhouse scramble to watch. Hermit crabs are well protected, but like all animals in the wild, they prefer to hide when there's a chance to do so. Hermits make good use of whatever is blowing in the breeze, and if they're still, they blend in very well. When the game is for food, the lobsters are out of their dens and quite bold about who owns what and who's going to steal it. The only cover to be had here is the kelp. Whether they see the quarry or only smell it is a puzzle.